Hey, it's Tman. I'm doing a hike in Iron County today, but I'm parked at Superior Falls. And here's Superior Falls. It's not running very much today, just a little trickle. But gonna hike from down near Gurney, where the trail comes out on 169. And I'm gonna hike up through Gurney to Cedar. That would be on Highway 169 I'm hiking. And then I'm going to take Harbor Drive to Saxon Harbor and come over here. That's quite the cliff right there. So they've got this fenced off pretty good here. And there's the power plant right over here. And they've got this big tank right up here. But just coming up a day early for the work weekend and doing a hike here of 12 miles. Hopefully it'll be good. And here's the tank for the dam here, part of the electrical. Then if you look down at the bottom, you can see people fishing down on the Montreal River down that way. Right there, there's people fishing right there, and that's like Superior. And here's the stuff with the dam. And then over here they have a porta potty right here. There's the intake right there, and there's the outtake right there. But I'm waiting for Bobby to come pick me up and shuttle me, and then I'll be on my way. Hey there, it's Tman. I'm here at the corner, or where 169 curves here. I'm with Bobby, and she gave me a ride down from Superior Falls. Now I gotta start hiking towards Superior Falls. But thank you very much, Bobby. Do you have any words of encouragement today?
Have a wonderful day. It's beautiful out.
Yeah, I got lucky so far. I better knock on wood right there. But I appreciate you helping me out today. All right? Thank you very much. That was Bobby and Tom and Bobby. They're interesting people up here in the Northwoods. They've been very supportive of the North Country Trail. In fact, when we had the AmeriCorps, they helped house the AmeriCorps for a week at their cabins. And the cabins there is kind of an interesting story. It's south of Epsom. There's a bunch of cabins that used to be an Olympic training complex for cross-country skiers. Then, like back in the 70s, they decided to switch that to Colorado Springs so people could train at elevation. So some interesting stories. So we're just heading north here on 169. I'm leaving the curve here, the curve where the North Country Trail comes out, and I'm heading north. Coming up the Potato River, and Rose Potato River Farm is in charge of keeping this section of the road clear of trash, so we appreciate that. Like I said, here's the Potato River. We're crossing on Highway 169, and looks pretty nice. Just like less than a half mile down that way is where you have the Potato River Falls, the upper falls and the lower falls. So hopefully the trail will be headed down that way. And there's the river coming from the east right there. Alrighty, I got a hill to climb up. We're up to River's Edge Custom Works. They do wood crafts. Wonder if they do routering of signs. And they're on La Fortune Lane. Maybe that's how they're gonna make their La Fortune. This here is the Potato River farm here. These people are picking up the trash on the road. That's their farm. And like I said, we're coming up right here on Potato River Falls Road here, going to the left. We're gonna keep going straight, but eventually I think when we get the trail built down through here, maybe the trail will be going down this road here until we get almost to the county park, and that we get the Iron County Forestry Department owns some land down there, so we might have another chance to get the trail going there. Here's a really festive house right here. Evidently it's a hair salon too. So if you're hiking down the North Country Trail and you're looking a little shaggy, there you go. I think it's Knock Knock Penny Hair Salon. And we're just going to be going down a big hill, it looks like now. And then I think to the left here is some sort of park with a pavilion here. If this is the town park, and with the town barns, the store, the snow plows and stuff like that, and a town hall. And yeah, there's a picnic area, picnic shelter right there, and so on. And we're coming down to Osted's Sales and Service. They do motorsports stuff. Like they take, like here, they've got a lawnmower with a snowplow on it right out in front there, and so on. But they actually work on the chapter's DR mower. We bring it here, and we get it tuned up and worked on right there. This guy's got the double-decker shed here. I wonder what the upper level is. Is that like kind of, maybe it's a sleeping area. Maybe he rents it out. But this is the new route of the North Country Trail. Like last year it went up Highway 122, and now this year we changed it around, and it's coming up 169 here. So people are probably getting, have yet to get used to people hiking down the highway. I did meet a gentleman who was doing a load of wood. He was loading up a load of wood, and let him know that this is the new route of the North Country Trail. Coming up the railroad tracks right there, they got American flag up there. But this spot right here, to me, looks like a real dicey spot for the railroad. It's all caved in. I don't know what to say on that. They better, I don't know if they're using these tracks or not. But that looks like the whole side of the embankment has fallen off. So let's take a look over on this side. See how this looks. It looks good here. There's a cute little creek right there. Alright, I made it up the hill. I made it to Jensen's Road. And little place over here with a little cabin and a porta potty. But now it looks like I'm going down and going back up again. Here's it looks like a pretty new bridge. Here, let me go over here. Maybe it says what year it was made. But they've been having some water events. So, built in 2016. Yeah, like I said, this is probably a spot where a culvert blew out, and they decided just to make a bridge here. Because this area has had two like 500-year rain events. I think one was in like 2012 or 13, and another one was in 2016. So they're making some more, what you can't say, more substantial bridges instead of just having culverts. Somebody's got quite the sugar bush operation going on here. Look at all the tubes. Wow. Maybe this is where they boil it down in that building there. It's, you gotta get like something like 26 gallons from the trees, and it boils down to 1 gallon of maple syrup. Something like that. And yeah, it's got tubes all the way over here too. That looks to be the end of the sugar bush right here, and it goes for like 200 or 300 yards. So that's pretty amazing. Another amazing thing is Bethany just stopped by. She was going to the house that we're staying at and making a payment over there. So that was great. But yeah, this sugar bush goes for a long ways. Here's a Lake Superior not for sale sign. And there's a dog barking at me. We're up to the cemetery. There's a little marker over there that's a bench. So I suppose if you really needed a place to sit down on this road walk, there's a bench over there. Some people have, instead of making tombstones, they've been making benches, and then the benches are engraved with their name and stuff. So, no, what else? It looks like there might be a water spigot. I'm not sure about that though. There's a little thing with a roof on it over there. It appears that this is the special memorial for Nathan the Fortune, and he was only like 19 years old when he died. And he was says midgets on there, which was the Hurley mascot for the high school. Okay, I went around the corner and I see cedar. It's right down there at the end of the road. There's the Pioneer campground, but it has a mobile station and a little restaurant bar place with, you can buy a limited supply of groceries there, camping supplies, stuff like that. So that's coming up in another quarter mile. Made it into the Pioneer bar there. This is the campground. It's pretty much shut down, except for the bar restaurant. She was doing takeout. They seemed really positive towards the trail, and she said I could bring brochures and put it in there, so that'd be great. Alrighty, here's somebody with a little cabin in the woods right there, and must be just a vacation cottage because they don't have a mailbox, but a nice little place here out in the woods on Harbor Drive. I don't know how much, I think I only seen like 2 or 3 houses so far on this this road, and just cruising down the road, just kind of meandering. I'm not too excited. I figure just take it easy and I'll get there sooner or later. Here's a spot where electric lines come through, and it looks like there's some sort of, oh, there's a blue jay going by. Some sort of ravine down there. Still can see some fall colors up that way, but I think they're pretty much all, you know, the fall color is brown right now. It's like we're going downhill here. This road's been curving around. I just had my first car other than that postal service car that I seen, and then there was a guy on his lawnmower. I think it was going down to the bar. It's only like a block away from his house, but that was the first car I've seen. We've been curving around, and now it looks to be going downhill. So I'm just thinking sooner or later it's going to curve around and I can see Lake Superior. There's Lake Superior right there. Looks like I got at least a mile or so to go to get to it. It's not going to be like Cedar. I went around the corner and boom, there it was, a quarter mile away. It's going to take a little bit, but nevertheless, it's good seeing Lake Superior there. All right, here's the spot where they put some more gravel here next to the road, because there's like a ravine down there. The closer, and look at the beautiful trees. The closer and closer we get to Lake Superior, yeah, the bigger the ravines are. That in order to build the trail up here, we're going to have to be crossing some of those ravines. Like I said, there's one just to the left of this road here. And now I can't see Lake Superior because as getting closer and closer, the trees block the view now. This road's been breaking my heart though. Every time I come around the corner, I see a bunch more road. They came around the corner and seen a mile of road. And then, but now it's been curving a lot more often. Before it had like a straight stretch with a mile. There's the, I don't know, almost kind of gothic or spooky pine woods. I went around this curve here. It's been about 10 curves. It keeps breaking my heart. So I thought, oh, once I turn around the curve, maybe I'll see Lake Superior or something, some fire numbers or whatever. But no, this truly is, I knew this was a longer part of the road walk than going up to Cedar. But hopefully I'm going to make some progress, and I'm going to turn to one of these corners, and bada bing, bada boom, I'll be there. Here's our first fire number. First two fire numbers, since there's two there, since almost Highway 2. We're coming up here to a for sale sign, real estate sign here by Coldwell Banker, and it says waterfront right there. So it looks like maybe a fairly new road here. Going into that, maybe there's more than one property. But anyway, it's a waterfront, so we must be getting close to Lake Superior, hopefully. We might be coming down to it. It looks like Lake Superior right there. Yay! That's what we've been hoping for. Oh my God, we are really going downhill. I don't remember it going downhill so sharply here, but I've only driven on this road maybe 2 or 3 times, but I have the feeling I'm going to know this road pretty good, because over the next 10 years we might be building trail along this road. All right, we're coming down to it. right here. Looks like they had some like lakefront cottages out here in front, and somebody built a huge house in back of it. Wow. And there's Lake Superior right there. So I'm making it down to Saxon Harbor. Everything's all taken in. There's one truck here at Saxon Harbor. A bunch of boats over there put ashore. And I was talking to that guy at that house. They're doubling the size of that house, and these like this little red house here, and the other two houses are owned by the same guy. So they could tear down those other houses, and then the big house could have a huge view right there. But coming up on it here, like I said, in the summer this is just full of boats here. There's the look at that house that they're working on, and the guy I talked to, the guy there, he went on an expedition with a Montreal style canoe that they went around parts of Lake Superior, then they started down the Montreal River and went in the Guile and the Turtle and Flowage, I guess. So it was quite the adventure. So he had something to talk with me. He wanted to talk with me about that. That sounded like a great adventure. So good to hear other people's story there about their little adventures. I guess there's like something like 8 to 10 people in this boat that they had to canoe together. This is the campground right here, the newly built campground. It's kind of tense. So you got this campground, and then you go up a ways and there's another campground right there. But I never noticed this see-through season, so the leaves are off and you can see farther. There's a building on top of that hill there. I never noticed that before. That's pretty amazing. And there's a radio tower, a cell phone tower. So you should get a pretty good cell phone reception if that's a cell phone tower. And here's, I think it's a bar, the Harbor Lights Bar, evidently. And then, like I said, up over this knoll, there's another campground, and then I gotta go way up that hill. Taking a break here at the campground, which is closed, but I just hiked over here. And now I see there's a road over there that goes up to the hill, there, to that building there. And I don't know if that's a cell phone tower or just the communications tower or what that is. You know, when you build a tower, other people add on to it. You know, first you have just the radio tower, and then other providers want to put some more stuff on it. That way the county can make some money with it, but I'm not exactly sure what's all on that tower. But like I said, nice brand new campground here. And there's Lake Superior over there, and Saxon Harbor down below there. Alrighty, got my pizza from Monocle's last night, eating, and hot chocolate from Sharon's this morning, and I'm good. I made it up on top of the hill here from Saxon Harbor County Bar, and we're up to the driftwood. Looks to be a bar, and it's a campground. I think the one time I was through here doing some stuff up here, it was closed, or they're trying to sell it. It looks for Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock in November. They got a few customers. Alright, I made it up to Erickson Road. This is the road that if you drive down to the end of it and keep walking from the end, keep walking north, you hit the land that a bunch of agencies pulled together and bought it, and it's now Iron County forestry land. And the North Country Trail is going to be on that land. And I'd like to thank the Knowles Nelson Stewardship Fund because they contributed for that land. Now it looks like we're coming up on Highway 122, which will be taking me into Michigan. There's a guy blowing leaves out of his gutter. Never seen that happen before, but I suppose that's one way of doing it. And we're coming up on 122. And so it says Superior Falls to the left. I'm on my way. Here's the guy that's pretty adamant that you should keep out. But to tell you the truth, he did do there's another keep out sign. But he did do a good job there. It looks kind of like a park. And I can see Michigan right here. So we're coming up on it. This is the Welcome Wisconsin sign. I'm going the other way. Right down here. And I'm going across the Montreal River. Alright. This is the Montreal River on the border of Wisconsin and Michigan. And evidently if you have a boat, you take it out here. That's where you take it out. It's got a big sign saying take out here. And that must be that. You take it out, and I don't know if you continue. There's the dam there. If you can continue down to the dam or not, or what the deal is with that. So all right, we're in Wisconsin right now, and we're crossing over. This must be the dividing line, this little line right here. It's probably the dividing line between Wisconsin and Michigan. Right there, I'm in Michigan. All right, there we go. That sign over there says Charter Township of Ironwood. And then over here, this is, I believe it's the power companies, where the dam is that. There's a view of the dam right there, where the dam is. Here's the sign I've been looking for. Superior Falls to the left. And when I go this way, this is the route of the North Country Trail. And this highway here is where the North Country Trail goes on as a road walk for now. But right there, I did 12 miles of hiking. And on the route of the North Country Trail, I'll road walk. But that means I have completed the Hike 100 for this year. So I figured I only needed about 8 miles left to complete it. I did a 67-mile hike this spring in southern Michigan. And then just from all the Heritage Chapter work weekends that I went to, I added a few more miles every time, and I got up to 92 miles, and this is 12 miles, so I made it over the mark by 4 miles. Alright, so we're coming on down. I see the van, I see Lake Superior. Everything's good. Alright, see y'all on my next adventure.